Hello, hi Subhash. Good evening.
Good evening, Megha. How are
You
you?
have, I'm good, I'm good. You have no idea how happy I was to see your name on my dashboard a few days ago. It's been so long that we interacted. So, how have you been?
I've been very good, and today is the best day for me that at last I could catch up with you because I have always been trying to book a session of yours, but every time when I tried, I had
Mhm.
to get an emoji that sorry, the slot is not open like that. But anyway, after so long, I could book a session.
I'm equally, if not more happy, to be meeting you again. So, seems like you've completed 93 sessions with English Yaari. I hope you're having a good time on the platform. I hope you're learning new things.
Yeah, yeah, sure. I am meeting new people also.
Okay.
So simultaneously, I am getting the opportunity to meet so many people while
Okay.
learning in the way.
All right, all right. Very nice. I'm so glad to hear that. And how is your YouTube journey going? It's been a while, right? That we discussed on this.
Yeah,
So is
I'm not
that fine?
very much active on YouTube journey.
Okay.
Say for the last 1 month, I think I did not upload video.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a gap, but again I have started.
Okay, that's nice. So I know that you get a lot of lovely comments under your videos praising you, saying that you inspire us to take up English conversation. So I've read some comments like that under your video.
Okay, thank you. If we
Yeah.
have gone through those comments,
So tell me, what was the best part of your day? Was there anything that made you extra happy today?
you see, I would not be lying if I say that the best part of my day that is going on right now. Because
Ah,
as I already told you that after a long persuasion, I could book a session of yours.
mhm.
So what could be better than this?
Okay. I'm happy that I could meet you again, and let's dive into the conversation, shall we?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, perfect. So, can you tell me the name of your city?
Yes, that is Guwahati.
Guwahati. So, it is one of the major cities in our country, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I think in India there are a lot of cities which are major hubs like this, like these, right? So do you feel like the fast pace of a major city, do you think it's very thrilling, or do you think sometimes it can get a little stressful to keep up with the pace?
Yes, you are right. It is stressful actually when we have to keep up with the pace that a city runs. Because the major thing,
Yes.
the reason is that I am from a place which is quite kind of small town. So when I
Hmm.
came to this place, Guwahati, uh,
Yeah.
at that time it was not very developed, but now
Hmm.
it is developing very fast, and all
Hmm.
over I mean, all around the city there is constructional work is going on, like
Okay.
roads, bridges, overbridge, like this. So yeah,
Hmm.
because it is stressful, because sometimes when you want to go someplace
Yeah.
that is not very far, but still you have to spend
Wait
much
in
time
traffic.
to get to this place due
Yeah.
to this traffic, and this
Mm-hmm.
construction work hinder the I mean the roads that you
Yes, yes. It
negotiate.
causes a lot of
Yeah.
blockages, right? It causes
Yes, yes,
blocks here and there. Sometimes you have to change your route. If there's a construction work going on and you find out about it while you're on the journey, then suddenly you have to take a detour. So then that path
yes,
also
yes,
becomes much
exactly.
longer. I agree.
Yes,
I
yes.
agree. Yes, I completely understand these concerns. It's, I think, pretty much the same where I live right now, correct, in Bangalore. That exists. But I think we cannot deny that there are a lot of advantages that come when a city starts developing. Of course, there are a lot of hassles, but the merits are also too many. So, can you think of two or three benefits of a city getting more urbanized?
Yes, two major benefit is that
Yeah.
education and on the health front. Because
Hmm.
if you are in a remote place, I mean in rural area, the kind of
Yes.
uh, health care that is
Yeah.
available in a city, you will not get
Hmm.
there.
Yeah.
And in case of education is same.
Hmm.
So a city gives you a lot of opportunities to get better education,
Hmm.
better healthcare.
Hmm. True. True that, absolutely. I come from a city which is not as big as Bangalore. It is a major city, but not this big. The first time I moved here, so many things were like a culture shock. You know,
Yeah,
when you
culture shock.
suddenly
Yeah.
meet people from diverse backgrounds, diverse lifestyles, you are taken aback by every little thing that you see. Correct? So I remember those first few weeks very clearly. So you also just now you revealed that you come from a small town and then you shifted to a big city. So what were did you also go through this phase of a culture shock?
Not really, actually, because it developed little by little. It's a
Hmm.
long journey because I have
Hmm.
been here for long 37 years. So
Wow.
when I come here first,
Yes.
it was almost other than these city buses that flies here in
Hmm.
our village. I mean, in small town, it was not there. Though there are small differences were there,
Hmm.
and at that time, population was much less than what we have now in our
Okay.
city.
Mm-hmm.
But now, if I compare to the place that I lived earlier and now,
Yeah.
definitely there one if one comes here now, the
Yeah.
difference you'd feel and the cultural shock, yeah, one will be shocked by this culture that changes
Okay.
here.
That makes sense because back when you moved, maybe the city was also in the initial stages. So the culture, the
Yeah.
language might have been very similar to what you grew up with, right? So
Yes.
it
Yeah.
makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, perfect. And do you feel like in your city there is a good balance between greenery, nature, and urbanization? Or do you feel like slowly the greenery is vanishing?
Yes. Slowly it is vanishing. Yeah. Because I have witnessed some development took place recently. There is one called Four Line uh, Road,
Okay.
the national highway that goes through Guwahati, our city. It is
Yeah.
being developed from 2 lanes to 4 lanes. And
Okay.
for this, what they are doing now that the authorities have cut down so many trees which were the same authorities planted earlier, say 10,
Hmm.
15 years back, and those trees grew up and
Hmm.
they look nice when we go through those roads.
Hmm.
It looked very nice. It felt very good also. But
Okay.
you know that few days back when I had to go through that road after such a long time, really I
Yes.
was shocked to see that all those trees are not there. All
Oh
the
my.
trees have been cut, and it is it like a deserted road.
Hmm.
So I think the greenery is coming down, not as as earlier that used to be.
Okay. Yes. Um, I think this is one of the side effects of modernization or urbanization, if we can say. On the
Yeah.
one hand, we do realize the importance of constructing more buildings, more residential areas, but on the other hand, there is a price to pay, right?
Yes.
Yes, it's
Right.
quite tricky. I'll show you a couple of images, okay? I'll show you one or two images. Let me
Okay.
know how you interpret them, okay?
Okay.
All right. Just give me 10 seconds.
Yes. Now it is there.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So let's focus on the first picture. This is one entire picture. So what do you see here?
Uh, Megha, actually what happened, I am using this mobile.
Oh,
So the picture is so small that I could not make out actually.
do you want me to increase the size?
Okay, if you increase, let's see.
Okay, is this better or still not okay?
I can see, I mean, there are high-rise buildings, I think.
Huh. What are those high-rise buildings doing? You can't see it?
Uh, yeah, I can see
Hmm.
there are some green spots that I can see,
Yes.
and
So there are some
these
tall.
high-rise building are gasping for fresh air, I think.
Okay, that's your interpretation. Okay, perfect. Okay, so the high-rise buildings were chomping down trees. Okay, they
Okay.
were
Oh, they are
eating.
okay, okay, okay. So
Yes,
because of those buildings, these trees have been cut down. Okay, I got it.
absolutely. And yet the buildings are gasping for air, so they're eating the trees. So not bad. Very good. Very creative. Okay. Nice. A long time ago, a friend of mine was telling me the rate at which we are raising down forests, at one point in the future, we will start eating money. Because if there are no forests, no agricultural lands, we might only end up eating money. So,
Yes,
ever
yes.
thought of
So
it?
we'll have enough money, but we don't have actually the food that we want to eat.
Yes, so true, so true. So, yeah, great. So, those were my questions, and you seem to have answered them well. Were you feeling any kind of nervousness today? I want to know from you. Any kind of nervousness, hesitation?
No, not nervous, but I always think that if you ask me something, if I cannot give the answer in right way, that
Hmm.
always bother me. Otherwise, actually, I'm not nervous because I have been used to talking to the tutors,
Exactly.
and you have
Yeah.
been like one of my friends. Now I consider not as a tutor.
That is so sweet of you. It's the same feeling. At the beginning of the session itself, I told you, right? I was extremely happy because the minute I saw your name on the dashboard, it felt like I'm going to reconnect with an old friend, right? So that feeling is
Yeah, yeah, it's like that. Yeah,
precious. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Very well. So you spoke pretty good. I think the pace of speech could have been better, don't you think? Maybe the
yeah,
rhythm,
yeah,
the
yeah,
pace
yeah,
could
definitely.
have
Yes,
been a little better. That's it. That's it. So my only advice, whether you're talking to me or anybody, don't have any kind of an internal dialogue in the back of your mind that, okay, I have to impress them today, or what if I make a mistake? Just put all these thoughts to rest, okay? And just focus on putting your ideas across. Done?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Because you have proved yourself to be a good speaker to us a long time ago. So you don't have to prove anything to anyone, right? You're just here to practice English. You're just here to learn English with fun and express your thoughts. That's all you have to focus on. You have impressed us a long time ago, so you don't have to take that pressure anymore. Okay. Great. And I know that you are quite a vocabulary wizard. You love learning new words, you love implementing those words in your answers. So let's have a small activity, which is a vocabulary quiz, shall we?
Okay,
Okay. Imagine that I am an absolute beginner in English and I ask you, Subhash sir, can you please tell me what is the meaning of urbanization? So, how will you break it down to me in a very simple way? What's urbanization?
okay. So urbanization is a term we call when the people from rural areas move to the uh,
Hmm.
urban areas, like for in search of their jobs, etc., or other facilities that they don't have in their rural areas. That is
Mm-hmm.
the process that happens. That is called urbanization.
Very good. Perfect. Perfect. And can you tell me what is the meaning of skyscraper?
Skyscraper, the long high-rise buildings
Tall.
that are called tall, yeah,
Yeah. The tall high-rise buildings.
high-rise
Perfect.
building.
Yes. Yes.
Generally, whenever I heard hear this word skyscrapers,
Yeah.
immediately the city of New York comes before me in
Wow.
imagination.
Okay.
Skyscrapers.
That's nice. But why so? Have you
Yeah,
associated
yeah. When this
skyscraper with? Hmm.
the New York City, when it is shown, all the
Yeah.
skyscrapers are side by side, and
Yeah.
the twin building we never forget that they lost in the year
The Twin
2000.
Towers. Right.
Yeah.
Correct. Correct. The Twin Towers. Absolutely. So good association. That's a wonderful way to learn vocabulary, which is to associate a word with some image, right? With some real world object. That's the best
Yes.
way. I hope your learners, your subscribers learn this from you. And since we are on the topic of New York and skyscrapers, of course, you nailed it. There is another word very similar, skyline. Skyline, skyline. Any idea what that is?
No, I don't have any idea about this one.
Okay. When you go to a high rise building and you look
Mhm.
into a distance from the balcony, you will see the
Okay.
outline of all the buildings in the city at a distance. Right? You will see the
Okay.
outlines of tall buildings, small buildings, greenery. That outline that you see from a distance of a city, that is called the skyline of that city.
Okay. So this is the word that I have learned today. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Most welcome. So even when you go to your terrace, if you have a terrace and you look into the distance, maybe you won't be able to see the buildings clearly, but you'll be able to see the
Hmm.
outline of those buildings, right? So that's the
Okay.
skyline.
Skyline. Okay.
Yes, right. And that's it. With that, and the vocabulary quiz is done. And you did a pretty good job. You learned one new word, and the rest of the words you were able to understand them really well. And if you have any questions or queries, please let me know.
No, I don't have any queries. I was overwhelmed with the fact that I could meet you. So I'm very happy with that. And I hope to meet you in future also. I hope I will
Same here.
get to meet you soon.
All right then. Have a lovely evening. It was so nice reconnecting with you after such a long time, and I hope to see you again.
Thank you, Mega, and I wish you the same. And I will be looking forward to meeting you and again. Thank you very much for this
Same
session.
here. Thank you. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.